Hello everyone, ArchDraft here. Today we are looking at Oblivion Override. This is a roguelike, kind of like Dead Cells, I would say, though it has a few neat ideas that I think help it stand out pretty well. Now, as always with a roguelike game, everyone's gonna wonder, what's the story about? I think that's one of the main things everyone asks. I know it's certainly something I ask every time I play a roguelike. So what the game's about is... Alright, cool. So I hope you learned a lot about it. The main thing you need to know is that you are a robot and you're going through beating up other robots. For very robot reasons. As you can see, I'm very good at the game. Nothing to worry about. One of the things I really like about the game is just how much you can kind of really take advantage of the different movement abilities that they have. Between just running up walls, there's dashing in all directions. I think that dashing in all directions kind of allows for some fun level design. Also, we are a little far into a run right now. This is kind of the third area of the run. But we are a robot, and we are fighting other robots. Because some robots are bad. Boom, we got it. Ah, look at that. I have enough XP for an evolution. And what's an evolution, you might ask? So, the way this works is, there are some games where you collect items and stuff. There's some games where you just level up. In this game, you get enough data, I believe that's what they called it, to do an evolution. And that evolution lets you kind of upgrade one of your skills. Or just your suit as a whole. So, I think... if you look along the bottom, you can see... I'm going to switch to my mouse really quick. You can see that I have different abilities and such down here at the bottom. Up here are where I can see what I've already grabbed as far as my evolutions go. And I try to kind of get something along these lines because doing... each one has a set of has tiers, so once you have 3 of a certain kind of upgrade, you'll get a passive upgrade like increased damage or skill damage or skill cooldown reduction. Anything like that. So I like to try and keep that kind of thing going. However, this laser blaster right here is kind of like a special move, and I'd kind of like to have that. Let's go ahead and enhance that ability. Ooh. Whenever I get enough, we'll go for that next. Immune to death once in each battle room and boss fight. Oh, let's, if I can remember what button it is. There it is. So here's a kind of a easier place to look at it. This shows you all your skills, what they do. and show you your evolutions in a little bit of an easier to read format, I would say. Along with items that you've picked up that are giving you upgrade on the run also. And then my weapon right up here is the walk and roll. You throw the walk and it bounces between the enemies 4 times. That is that ability right here. And then you can see all the different stat upgrades for it. There are a variety of weapon types that you can use. Each one has their own skill like that. And each one has their own kind of other bonuses that they might have. So see how this one has a grease fire. Apply burn with each attack for 5 seconds after ricochet returns. Nothing else can have that. It's specifically to this weapon. Also, if you look up at the top of the weapon chart over there on the status, you can see that it also has the weapon XP. So you can level up your weapons along the run whenever you unlock the ability to just scrap weapons that you don't want. I wonder if that was a chance to attack it before it covered up. Oh, I was not paying attention. Ouch. Oof. I ran myself right into that ability. Oof. And we died. As we do in all roguelikes. It is an inevitability. And we come back to life. Just like we do in all roguelikes. Also an inevitability. Alright, hey, I got a different weapon right now. Look at that. It's the glaive. I have not used the glaive too much yet. Oop, what's this? Alright. Hey, listen, you fool! Oh, is that a new suit? It is, I think. Let me come down here. We'll walk back to that in a second. We're gonna come all the way over here. Here's the mech room. This is where you can kind of change which mech you're using. I've unlocked this guy so far. It's got a neat little ability there too. Not my favorite though, 'cause it doesn't have a cooldown, but you have to charge it up. And I don't always like the idea of just standing still in this type of game. Alright. Let's see what this new one is that we unlocked. Oh yeah, I forgot you gotta like pay for it. All right, let's see. I'm glad they made it clear that this was a girl robot. Ooh, little scorpion action over there. A little bit of get over here. Chain an enemy into chaos, dealing continuous damage. Chain an execution blade that follows you around, attacking enemies around you every 5 seconds. Activate a field for 6 seconds where enemies are greatly slowed down. Okay. Seems pretty neat. I'll go ahead and give it a try. Why not? Here is the shopkeeper. So we can talk to them, and they have different weapons that you'll find blueprints for. And once you have enough coins, you can unlock them. So I've got some of these right up here that you already kind of start with at the beginning. So like the jet fist, I think that's actually the first weapon I got whenever I started the game. I think that's just how it starts. Not certain though. And then I unlocked some of these other ones like the walk and roll and the super slugger, the silver dagger, monoglaive, the saucepan, the plasma sword. And it got all these other ones that I can unlock eventually. But I don't have money for them right now. A little dragon robot up here, also. Very cute. This guy also has stuff for sale. These are kind of more permanent kind of buff things, specifically more for the base to give you access to more stuff. Let's see, do I want to place an energy station? Or do I want to wait for that? Let's go ahead and grab this for now. Alright. Well, I'll find out what that is soon. And then we also have another upgrade thing up here. And here we are. This is more for your actual combat stats. So, like that's a damage reduction, restoring HP, the amount of nanite you get after killing a boss. I believe that's those green squares right here, I think. I forget what they're all called. But yeah. So you've got kind of 3 different trees, one for damage, one for survivability, and one for more so like augmenting stuff. So it gives you more money, it gives you the ability to talk to one of the characters that you wouldn't have been able to talk to, and the ability to find more of the resources you need to get upgrades and everything. So I think I'm going to go for a little bit damage upgrade. Mecha skill, weapon skill. There we go. Get 2 free evolution refreshes. That's not too bad, actually. Let's grab that. And I can't imagine I'm going to be able to afford anything else. I probably already have gotten all the cheap upgrades. Yep, looks like it. Alright, so there we go. You can see this to see all the different evolution stuff. So if we're looking at this, we can kind of get a better idea of what we're doing. So low HP results in more attack damage and skill damage, increasing up to 80, 120, 160%. That's kind of normally what I go for because a lot of that stuff kind of helps with survivability. This little droid also helps with survivability, but you can also just go for damage, you know? Like, who doesn't want more crit chance, alright? Who doesn't want this increase on skill damage and a reduction on the skill cooldown? A lot of great things. A lot of weapons here. More so than I realized. These are the different items that you can pick up along the runs. Normally there are shopkeepers in every level, and the shopkeepers are the main place that I find stuff like this. Not the only place, just the main place. And we can see some of our different enemy types. As you can see, there's a good variety here. Overall, so far, the game has been pretty fun. I think it's just a really solid game. Oh, sorry, Robot Man. You okay? Alright. So I've already finished one run, and then you can increase the alert level, which makes the game harder, but also gives you better loot because you're fighting harder enemies. And that's the main reason to do it. So yeah, the alert level increase, enemies have plus 10 max HP, plus 15% attack damage, and 20% chance of being advanced enemies. But we also get, like, increased gold, we get increased nanite, and we get a better reputation here at the home base. And who doesn't want that? Yeah, let's go ahead and just get going on another run. Overall, the game feels pretty good to play. Controls are responsive, so I've never had an issue where it's like, oh, I'm pressing this button and it's just not working. Because those are annoying, and we don't want that in games. The game just simply feels good to play. It's a little simple at times, but it gets more advanced as you get further in, as all of these types of games do. The enemies you fight at the beginning of a run probably shouldn't be as hard as the enemies you fight towards the end of the run. And I think overall the game has done a good job on difficulty as well. There we go. I really like that they have the little teleporters around, so it's easier to just run through an area really quick. You can just kind of teleport back to a different place to check out an area you may have missed or not fully explored. And there are some little kind of secret hidden areas that you can find around the map. It kind of seems more random. I can sometimes see maybe just like the little bit of something sticking out from the side to indicate there might be a secret wall that I can break. but normally I found them either because there is a dog that was sitting back at base that you could sometimes find out on your runs that will tip you off to where the secret walls are, or I've just accidentally hit them and found out that that was a secret wall. Teleport back here. Get some more exploration going on. So here we've got a chest that we have to pay 30 HP. Nice. And I got quite a bit of points for the evolution process. Gain quantum entanglement charge when killing enemies with execution blade. That sounds pretty good to me. Both of these are pretty good. I think I like stronger because it could be more permanent and could eventually grow if I can get it this early in a run. Yeah, overall, I've really enjoyed my time with this game, and I think I've still got a lot more fun to be had with it. It seems like the story doesn't finish after the first run. Not that I've exactly paid attention to what the story is, but it seems like it doesn't end after the first run. So, gotta keep playing to get to the end of it. And it's made it fun enough that I don't mind doing that. And I think that's maybe the best endorsement I can give for a game, is that after beating it one time, I'm still wanting to play it more. Because the first run on a roguelike especially normally isn't going to be the end of the game run. Normally you can play through it on the harder settings and get more content out of the game, and that's absolutely what you can do here. So I recommend the game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that like button. Maybe hit that subscribe button too, or do neither of those things. Do the opposite of those things if you feel like it. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed making the video, and I think I finally got my audio problems fixed. It took a while for me to get something figured out, but I also think my audio came out sounding a lot better, which I didn't expect. So, anyways, I think that's it for today. Bye!